outsiders, Polish-speaking nobles and very much Lithuanian families, Jews, Lithuanians as kind of teachers here. I wanted to ask you, Wiktar, about if you're using any theoretical frameworks to sort of compare national movements and nation-forming processes. Is, for example, Miroslav Hroch's three-stage process relevant or useful in this case? Off the top of my head, it would seem that you've got a mixture of the first stage, where sort of elites take an interest in sort of folklore and language, and it sort of moves to the second stage, where there are political goals, but it's a long way from the mass movement of a third stage.
I didn't hear very well, but as I understood, you mean the theory of Miroslav Hroch about three studies, ABC, for the Belarusian movement, yeah? And you asked me what was a study, yeah?
Yes. Professor Czech confirmed that the question was
how useful is it? How relevant is it? I mean, would you critique it and say that it's limited, or would you say, yeah, this fits?
As I see, it was a study, I think it was the beginning of the study B, and generally between A and B after Hroch, because that first Belarusian activists, they needed to learn a lot about their own people or nation, yes, as it was an imaginated nation, of course, for them. So they were very young, and it was the beginning of construction of this nation. But the main idea was that all Belarusian-speaking people, they consist of Belarusian nation, yes. But I would like to say that as for Belarusians, it was very fast process, because as Lithuanians at that time, or Poles and Russians, they had all their own organizations, newspapers, and so on. Belarusian just began, but very fast. So this movement was very fast. But I think that the beginning it was between studies A and B, and this study B, it was so long, it was fast, but at the same time long, because as I think even today, Belarusians, they have this study B, between B and C. So that is why the case, Belarusian case, it is not very typical for all nations of East Europe. That is why this theory of Hroch, it works, but as for Belarusian, it has a special case.
Oh, so it's interesting when you have a possibility to add something and include the Belarusian case into a broader historiography. I have a small comment, and probably it could come straight from my net knowledge. You mentioned Jan Tukerkes, a Jew. And my question is that you are sure that he a Jew is not converted?
Yes, of course.
He is not converted when he cannot be young. So that it's maybe he is young.
Maybe he was converted, but this, for example, as we read sources, when memberships of these newspapers, they write about Tukerkes, they tell that he was Jew, yes, but maybe converted, yes, you're right, but generally for them, he was converted.
Still a Jew, yeah.
Still a Jew, yeah, still a Jew.
Because it's what we saw from my side, is generally the 3 generations you needed, when the
not religion but nation.
Yeah.
It means not religion but nation. Yeah, but still Jew.
Yeah, okay, so it's
but he was from Vilnius. We don't know a lot about Tukerkes. It's a pity, because we haven't good archive of these newspapers, because generally for this period, so not a lot of information.
Victor, thank you very much. Yeah, so it's for your brilliant presentation. And now